Amari Mathis there, Bradley Moss in your time at corner?
I thought both guys played with composure. They covered the guy. They tackled well. We had no mental issues with those two guys. It's an ongoing battle, But that being said, we need both guys anyway, So I'm cheering for both guys to improve every day, and our team needs them.
Coach, you said you need both of those guys for the regular season.
Yeah.
When that comes around, can they rotate and revolve there, or is that where you want a starter and you want him to play?
Well, that's week to week, right? That's game planning right now. It's just training camp and getting better and chasing improvement every day. Even with McMillan at nickel, he's playing very well also. That's a corner. That's a starting position. So we're just coaching these guys to improve every single day and to just grow as a player every day. And that's what's important right now.
What did you probably didn't have the second year that you wanted to.
I'm sorry, second?
Probably didn't have the sophomore year that you wanted to.
Yeah.
So how have you seen him, I guess, sort of try to handle that and get back to it?
He's been fine. Last year he had a slow start, but he came back and played well for us in a reserve role. But he's been fine thus far. He's confident. He's working hard. He's engaged every single day. He's a special athlete. So his improvement has been fun to watch, and it's every day. He's grinding to get better every single day. So he's in a good space right now, moving forward.
Vance, you've obviously been around the franchise, both head coach and coordinator. It's been 8 years, 8-year drought of the Broncos not making the playoffs. How do you feel about the frustration of the fans, and what does this franchise need to do to turn things around overall?
I get it. It's been a long time since this team's been in the playoffs, but things are being done right. Coach Payton's come in, and he has changed the culture. So it's not the same team it was even last year. We're young, but it's a smart, tough, confident group. And our deal right now is just keep improving. Keep improving and let the wins prove our words. Say less and do more. But we know what it is. I've been here half my life, so I know how important the Broncos are to the city. And how important it is for us to win. So we get it. So our goal is to win, and that's most important.
How good is it to have two competitive days like this coming up over the next 3 where you really get to get after it with another team?
We don't play Green Bay in the fall, so it's a nice time to test out your scheme, and also test your players. This offense has a great quarterback, obviously, and about 4 or 5, good young receivers with speed and height and quickness, good tight ends, 2 good runners. And it's a really good scheme, So for us, it's going to be a nice challenge to kind of test where we are. It's tough in this league to kind of go through camp and not know what others are doing, So your measurement is sometimes false. So having those guys come in on Friday and again Sunday, it's going to be a good test for our defense, especially.
You mentioned kind of culture and trying to get back to the winning ways. You also said the youth of the team. How can that youth be an advantage in terms of trying to change things and get back to success?
I think when the team's young, they only know what the coach tells them, and they believe it and they buy it. Coach Payton does a great job of explaining where we are daily, explaining football to our team daily, how to improve daily. So it's a young, open-minded group that's talented enough to win. So it's exciting to coach young players because they're so eager every day to improve. So they make you a better coach. You can't show up in the morning not ready to go because they're ready to go. So being young is not bad. It's a new start for the Broncos, and we're excited about it.
We've heard a lot about Zach Allen's notebook, that he's kind of this, very detailed note taker.
Mm-hmm.
How can you describe the way that he is in the building, and how much do you think working with JJ sort of?
Yeah. You mentioned JJ, for Zach, that's his example. That was his big brother, in Arizona. And the note taking, for him it's part of his game. He plays obviously with his physical traits, but his mental is very high. And he helps his teammates. He helps me on game day with different protections. So it just speaks to his mindset of being a great pro. He's rushing the passer, he's pushing the pocket, but he's always thinking about the next move and the pros he's seeing.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, BJ.
How are you, Dad?